Well, we saw another hot and humid day today. I feel like we could just take yesterday's forecast and run it again, but thankfully there are some changes on the way. Another beautiful time lapse from Indigo Sky Casino and Resort just outside of Seneca, Missouri. You can almost see the heat in this one as the sun goes through the sky. And you can see the heat on this little chart. Over the last 36 hours, temperatures 95 yesterday. We made it about the same today. It was pretty toasty, pretty mild overnight. And that trend's going to continue for a little bit. Right now, 7th and Range Line doesn't look too bad. It's dark, so you can't see any heat, but I promise it's still out there. In fact, it's 86. Still feels like it's 91 degrees. And that light breeze, of course, not doing anything. Dew point at 71. Those are the temperatures we're really seeing across the area. We've got most of us. There's a few upper 70s. Southeast Kansas, the cooler spot for this time of night. Usually they're a bit warmer, but we got mid-80s for just about everybody else. Those dew points I talked about, they're still up there. Look at Fort Scott sitting at 80, Pittsburgh 76 for a dew point. And when you put that all together, that gets into that muggy to soupy range. And for poor Fort Scott, that goes into the miserable range. It's not even on this chart. And with those dew points, here comes that heat index. 91 is what it is in Webb City. Only 86 in Fort Scott despite that high dew point. And this is going to continue at least one more day. So as we go through the day tomorrow, again, like we saw today around Monette and parts of northwest Arkansas, we saw a few scattered storms. They fired up, died quick. We may see the same thing again tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. So that's why 76 in the morning, 85 by 10, 91 by noon, and we've gone ahead and put in a storm chance at around 4 o'clock, a little after, still going for a high of 96. So that's why for Cherokee, Crawford, and Bourbon counties in southeast Kansas and all of southwest Missouri, that heat advisory has been extended until Friday at 7 o'clock, but the rest of southeast Kansas and northeast Oklahoma are removed from it. Skywatch Storm Tracker, nothing in our area. You got to go off to the north and east in order to see anything, and this is where we saw some of those storms before, but again, nothing out there right now. As we head into the future, so we're going to get nice and mild again tonight. We're going to start the day that way tomorrow. As we head into the afternoon, there's some storms maybe trying to get going. Really not going to see that much. As we head into the weekend, we've got one more fairly mild day. 75 is how we're going to start the day on Saturday. And then as we head into the afternoon, not as warm. And again on Saturday, another possible round of some pop-up storms. But those storm chances will get better as we head into next week. Because check this out. This is a nice little cold front off to the north and the west, and it wants to try and make its way in here at the start of next week. Heat indices again tomorrow. This is why that heat advisory continues. They're going to be upper 90s and into the 100-degree range for many of us, but relief on the way in that 7-day forecast, which you can see here. We're going to cool off, if you can call it that, to the lower 90s, upper 80s, but storm chances increase early next week before the heat starts to return by next weekend.
All right, Chris Warner, thanks as always. Coming up, going to look at these stats.